Hello, everybody. Hello, Ike. How are we all doing tonight? You can see the first Genshin thing in the chat, but not on the overlay. Yeah, no, what I was trying to figure out there was, typing exclamation point Genshin in the Twitch chat is supposed to pull up my, sponsor link, but that isn't working. I might not have set it up properly. But yes, hello everybody, welcome! Today's stream is sponsored by Genshin Impact, which is very cool. Very fun. So if you're watching on Twitch, you can find a link in, like down below the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is in the pinned comment. If you follow that link, you can download the game for free and check it out if you don't already play. Which I imagine most of my audience does. And if you use the code Genshin Gift, you can get some freebies in the game. It's been so long since I used Genshin Gift, I honestly forget what you get. I think it gives you some Primo Gems and stuff. Anyways, so, if you missed it last night, I did already start exploring Chenyu Vale a little bit, with Celeste on her account, but I have not started exploring it on mine, but, like, I have seen some stuff already. So I think as soon as I teleport in here, pretty much, I'm gonna get sucked right into the main world quest of this area. So I guess let's check it out. What's happening? This has got to be the prettiest NPC I have ever seen. Welcome. One's name is Fujin, the local adeptus, and this is the tiny little teapot realm one calls home for now. Huh? We were still in the mountains just now. How did we suddenly end up? One invited you to come as guests, yet failed to sufficiently explain beforehand. Such behavior was careless, and one begs for your forgiveness. Paimon's not sure this counts as an invitation, that's all. So do you just swoosh all visitors to Chenyu Vale in here like this? Of course not. Many come and go from Chenyu Vale, but it was only in light of your incredible compatibility with the local spirit veins that I chose to invite the two of you. You know us? Your names were carried here by the fish that swim. I have long anticipated your visit. It is a pity that it is now not quite convenient, else I would have invited you to a tea-tasting banquet. Speaking of which, I am quite sorry, but I have a request to make of you. Please speak. Hello, Mr. Sunshine. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you get kidnapped immediately. Yeah. Thank you. I presume the two of you have heard of the tea village of Chenyu Vale. Chaoying Village? This land has been famous for its cool, fragrant waters since ancient times. The people are of gentle character, and the pristine pebbles in its streams are exquisite. I hear a butt incoming. Precisely. The waters and soil of Chenyu Vale have begun to change recently, as has the scent of its tea. Chaoying Village will inevitably decline, should this persist. One hopes that you two can resolve the disharmony of the soil and water on one's behalf. The water veins are spread across the mountains, but my power is no longer sufficient, nor is the present a good time for me to move about. Thus, I must rely on your kindness and aid. We aren't exactly experts when it comes to dealing with soil and water. Is there a problem that he can just solve by resorting to gratuitous violence? Paimon, is this really what you think of me? Just as I heard, you are quite direct. But fret not, you are clever by nature. I trust that you shall get to the heart of any problems you might encounter. Yep, I get it. No worries. Well then, allow me to share some of the adeptal energy dwelling in the mortal world with you, to aid you in traversing the landscape and piercing the fog. Oh, right. It's nice to meet you. Yeah? I mean, welcome to this place. That is to say, welcome to Chenyu Vale. Thanks. What do you mean, welcome? This was clearly a kidnapping. I'm really sorry, but I was quite looking forward to meeting you face to face, and was rather hoping you two would be magnanimous enough to forgive the impropriety. Yes, now that you have been indwelt with my adeptal energy, things will become much more convenient. Now, please try the wonders of said energy for yourself. Paimon, violence is always the answer. Ah, yes, this thing. I did find out about this thing. Golden Carp's Leap. You may glimpse wondrous pearls of water scattered in the wilds of Chenyu Vale that have absorbed errant adeptal energy and now float. Use the adeptal energy granted by Fujin to briefly transform into a golden carp fish and enter them. Once you're inside the pearls of water, you can go anywhere you please, and you can hold the jump button to leave vertically. This way, you can cross over the mountains and forests with ease, just like the golden carp fish in legends of yore. Do you have anything else to say, Fujin? By the way, Paimon's not sure if this is an appropriate thing to say, but your aura seems a bit different from that of the other adepti we've met somehow. My friends have said similar things before, but surely it's only natural that each individual Adeptus has an aura of their own. Your friends, huh? Ooh, they must also be formidable adepti, like Mooncarver or Mountain Shaper. Yes, that's exactly how it is. It's just that those two friends are probably busy taking care of their own affairs right now. That is why one must leave this business of nursing the water and soil to the two of you instead. Still not sure what exactly it is we're meant to do, but we'll go take a look anyway. Somehow I have a sneaking suspicion that Fujin here might not actually be an Adeptus. She's gorgeous though, oh my god. I'm obsessed. Ah, I forgot something important. If you see a golden... Can you hear me? Paimon doesn't think we'll get far investigating the water and soil here. Let's head to Chaoying Village first. If we have time on the road, we can try the power of the Adeptus.
The water levels aren't rising, are they?
Alright, give me this. Statue of the Seven. Let's open up some of the map. Man, it has been a while since the last time I've activated one of Zhongli's statues. I just noticed my team is still slightly out of order. One moment. There we go.
Quicker.
There we go. No, I don't have Cloud Retainer yet. Yes, I'm still collecting those. Have to believe that I'll get her. Oh, what's this? Carefree Simulacrum. A peculiar stone carving. Use the adeptal energy granted by Fujin to move these heavy-looking stone carvings with ease. It may be a stone carving, but for some reason it looks all too carefree. Curious, just what was it modeled after? Listen to their languid words and put them back in the correct places. But remember, not all the stone carvings will return to their original positions willingly. I see.
The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights I'm in front of all the time. Good thing there can only be
Such
one sun.
adeptal energy, and Adeptus has come after all, please return to my original position. Just back here. I'm most grateful, Adeptus. Follow this path and you will arrive at Chaoying Village. I pray for thee a safe
Take it.
peregrination.
Go on.
That is quite the
You have
word.
my approval. The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights I'm in front of all the time.
Ah, youngsters, over here, over here. Farina, please be quiet. Finally, you're here. Is something the matter? Oh, are you... Young Master, are you the son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild's manager? No? Oh my, so you aren't the Commerce Guild's young master. I mean, I can get him. My apologies. I was considering only your wondrously fashionable attire and your flying companion. Your conduct, too, was so unlike ours that I assumed that you must have come from Liyue Harbor to discuss matters with us. Lu, I am surnamed, and all in the village call me Grandpa Lu. Apologize I must. Recent years have not been kind. I have not even the tea to treat you to as guests. The Adepti will certainly not be satisfied with the tea ceremony this year. Grandpa Lu, this stuff right by you, aren't those tea leaves? The quality is far too lacking. How could I possibly serve such things to my guests? Speaking honestly, we are waiting for someone from the Feiyun Commerce Guild, for we must discuss with them the tea leaf problem. They are our biggest customers after all. The crux of the matter is that this batch of tea is simply unsatisfactory, whether it be in terms of taste or quantity. This is an open secret among tea merchants. Old Law, the village chief, has also decided that no tea may be sold until the quality problem is solved. I have heard tell that the young master of the Commerce Guild is exceptionally smart and skilled. If he has caught wind that this year's tea harvest was lacking in both quality and quantity, I thought he would come in person, or if not, send someone here. So here I wait. Anyway, the problem with the tea leaves. I believe it lies in the soil. A problem with the soil? Indeed. I've lived here my whole life and worked with tea since I was but a wee lad, and I can notice problems that others may miss. And I see it, and may Adeptus Fujin bless us. It must be, as I see it, and may Adeptus Fujin bless us, it must be an imbalance in our soil and water. Adeptus Fujin? Oh, so you've also heard the tale? That's quite rare. Even among locals, few remember. Many, many years ago, Chaoying Village was nothing but a barren hill. Terrifying demons dwelt there, and it was all thanks to Adeptus Fujin that the demons were defeated, and tea trees were planted, allowing our ancestors to come live here. But if it's really a problem with the water and soil, then I don't know what we can do about it. Actually, that's exactly what we've been asked to come investigate. Oh, so does that mean you believe me, young master? Yes, I believe you. Is that so? Then that makes things easy. Come, I'll bring the tea leaf samples, and let's go have a talk with Old Law. Something wrong, Grandpa Lu? Young master and young lady, if it isn't too much trouble, could you pretend you are from the Feiyun Commerce Guild when we are meeting with Old Law? Village Chief Law is a good person, but how to put this? He puts more trust in machines, cultivation techniques, fertilizers, and things like that. I mentioned an imbalance in the soil and water before, and we parted on bad terms. But if it was the young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I guess I'll give it a try. Doesn't seem like a good plan to Paimon. Don't worry. Even if he sees through it, it's nobody's idea but mine. None of the blame shall fall on you. Let's go. Chenyu's Blessings of Sunken Jade. Okay, yes, I did see a viewpoint. I'm pretty sure this one little village here. Okay, no, never mind. I was gonna say it feels like it's bigger than Mondstadt City, but no, it's not. How special is this young master? Grandpa won't stop talking about him. Well, he's either talking about Xingqiu or Xingqiu's older brother. So... The dog has a name. The cat has a name! Sir Bounce-a-Lot! Oh my god, I can feed the cat. Fish seized from a pelican's mouth. How do I get that? Sir, can you tell me how to get fish seized from a pelican's mouth? Chenyu Adepti? Interesting. Don't mind if I do. Hello, Wind. Welcome, welcome. We are exploring Chenyu Vale a little. I want to see, where is this new material? This Chenyu Adepti. Aha! So it is an ingredient. Tea grown in warm, moist areas in Chenyu Vale. After millennia of careful cultivation, the tea today emits a rich fragrance that can be savored from several streets away. Oh my god. Obsessed with Chenyu Vale, would absolutely live there. Yeah, it's nice, it's pretty. So if we can collect the tea leaves from Chaoying Village, when are we going to be able to collect the grapes from Dawn Winery? When can I steal Diluc's grapes? I already steal all his other fruits.
A process of elimination.
This team is so not good at dealing with shields. God.
mind the side effects.
Ba and giant ba.
There's always some fool trying to mess with me.
The bird talks? See ya, silly. Birds can talk. Ha ha. Ignorance. Ignorant. Birds have words. Who said not? Now I'm ticked off. Bullhead, bullhead. Oh my god. This is the most important NPC in the game. Oh, that's cool. Now what is this thing that's on my mini-map? I assume it's the region collectible thing. But where is it and how do I get it? Ah! There it is. Spirit cart. I see. Uncle Lowell, this batch still isn't any good. They're not fragrant enough when you dry them, and they get so dry and brittle that you can't even put them in the roller. Even the ones that survive the secondary processes come out the other end a complete disaster. Are you sure it isn't a problem with the machine? Are you sure you haven't forgotten how to operate it? What a thing to say. How could we dare to be careless with you looking over our shoulders? Huh, how could you indeed? It's Grandpa Lou. Jin, get back to work. And this respectable-looking young man is? Okay, so yes, he was talking about Xingqiu. We are not going to copy his weird way of talking. I'm the young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Hey, just who the heck calls themselves young master? This is my servant. It will suffice to call her Mini Pie. Yes, that's it. Call me Mini Pie. Oh, in that case, welcome, welcome. A guest like you is a rare treat indeed. We have been quite reliant on the assistance of the Commerce Guild for many a year. But as for what's happened this year, I suspect you have already heard about it. What's wrong? You're looking pretty miserable. Did Jin mess up at work again? Huh, you old. Mocking me again. My apologies, dear guests. Normally I would invite guests from afar to sample our new teas, but this year's batch... well, you know. No need to stand on ceremony, Chief Luo. We're here to help. Yeah, the young master is very concerned about the tea leaves, so there's no need to be so tied up with formalities, Chief Luo. Very well then. To tell the truth, this batch of tea leaves is no good either. They can't be dried, and I can't tell if they were bad when they were picked or if it's a problem with the machine in our workshop. Should have picked his weird talking, it would have been funny. Maybe I'll do that when I come through this quest on another account, or like look it up and see what happens. How's that difficult? Why not just use some of the older leaves you have in stock and see if the product you get from drying them is any different? If the product is normal, then you'll know it isn't a problem with the machine. Seriously, I've told you before. Forget it. As we have important guests present, then we'll give your method a try. Jin, do we have any fresh tea leaves remaining from older batches? There's some in the warehouse. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, good one. We've been talking here for a good long while now, and you weren't listening to a single word, were you? Go fetch some of the older batches and process it along with some of the newer stuff that Grandpa Lou brought using the machine. Don't you dare skip a single step. I'll be watching you. After a bit, Jin brings back 2 batches of freshly processed tea, I guess. Oh, those go by too fast. How about this? I see our 2 guests are quite young. They might prefer snacks to tea tasting. Why not turn these 2 batches into tea cakes? The quality of each will be evident with a single taste. What do you think, old law? Agreed. We'll do just that. Jin, listen up. Take these 2 batches of tea leaves and make them into 2 different tea cakes, 1 cake from each batch. And don't you dare get even a single leaf mixed up. Yes, sir, Uncle Law. You want me to mix them all into 1 cake? Oh, I can't even. Sorry for the long wait. We've got both tea cakes here. Let's try them one at a time, shall we? Well, how's the taste?
The first one tasted a bit strange, but the second one was delicious.
I agree. The tea cakes made from the tea we had in stock taste fine. You got gumming? Oh, congrats, Wind! Alright, you win. So according to you, the tea processing machinery is fine. In other words, the problem is with the tea itself. This new batch of tea, it's just not as good as before. So, the water and soil. But perhaps it's the cauldron that's the problem. It's old and in disrepair, which must have offended the Adeptus, causing the tea to deteriorate. No, it's the soil and the water. It's the elements that nourish the soil. Enough. Let's get that technician in charge of the tea cauldron in here first. It's that Fontanian, the one from the Fontaine Research Institute. What was it again? Name's such a pain to pronounce. Jin, go get her, would? Jin? Just where did that lazy loafer abscond to this time? That brainless nitwit. I was going to have him go to Yilong Wharf and search for our technician. What? Would you specifically need someone from Fontaine to fix it? Actually, I'm an honorary senior researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. Oh-ho! I never imagined the young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be so skilled. That makes it easy. Please, if you'd lend a hand.
It's just an honorary title. Honorary.
Ah, is that so? Well, it still speaks to the abilities of the young master. Even the honors of foreign nations are not beyond reach. So you see, honored guests, I'm really sorry, but I need to trouble you to go to Yilong Wharf and find our technician, Miss Haute Montagne. I'm curious to see what her name actually is. It's more likely than not she's found herself a show there that she can't tear her eyes off. How could you possibly dare ask our guest to do such a thing? Old Law, you misunderstand me. Our honored guest already had business to attend to at Yilong Wharf, and it would just be passing along a message on their way. It's nothing really. Is that so?
Is that so?
It would seem to be so. I'm truly sorry. Then if you would, honored guests. Old Lou, I'll leave it to you to accompany them. Thanks for your hard work. You scared old Lou so much he was jumping at his own shadow. You mentioned earlier that you're here to investigate the water and soil, right? Best you head over to Yilong Wharf, then. It isn't far from the headwaters, and there are ruins left by the Adepti along the way, so if you're looking for clues, that's your best bet. As for passing a message to Haute Moon Tan Yi, well, please lend a hand, would you? Give old Law some peace of mind, so he doesn't worry himself to death. Even Mini Pie can handle a thing so trivial.
Hey, why are you still acting? The show's over. And what's with calling Paimon Mini Pie anyway? Anyway, just leave it to us. You can rest easy, Grandpa Lou.
Such great kids you are. Really great kids. Oh, right. I noticed that you two really enjoyed the tea cake. Why don't I teach you the recipe? Next time you come by some quality tea leaves, you'll be able to make some for yourselves. In any case, safe travels. Be careful on mountain paths, and mind you don't slip.
Nice. Recipe acquired. I see there's a thing up there. Hang on, if I investigate this, will I get... Yes, more tea leaves! How convenient of them to put a ladder here for me. Excuse me. Where's the thing? There it is. Now, if I were a game dev, if I were a game designer, I would probably put a chest up on this roof somewhere.
Yep.
Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I don't understand the game designers. Ooh, I see a floaty floaty over there. Alright, can I get this without switching my team?
Strike a pose!
A bitter pill to swallow.
No!
Ta!
They made otter plushies? Oh my god! Not found a single roof chest in Chenyu Vale yet? Wow. Okay, I guess I need to switch an archer into my party. Fish open here,
Behold,
real quick.
the princess and div.
This is why normally if you're exploring, you keep an archer in your party, but Raiden
Cry
needs
out my
experience.
illustrious name.
What is the situation?
Huh, a golden carp. Seems quite similar to the Adeptal energy that the Adeptus gave us something something. Okay, so we're supposed to follow it. One of them has a removable shell? Oh my god. Well, hello there, you fools.
Mind the side effects.
Shine down!
Big fan of how when I'm running around in the overworld, I don't even need to, like, do anything, really. Like, the salon can just take care of everything.
Shower me with praise!
Alright, what is this? Why are you guys attacking it? Don't do that. If you get one, you're naming it Nuvi Jr. You two are indeed brilliant, as expected. Upon seeing my dissipated and adeptal energy, you immediately understood the situation. Of course! We're super duper experienced adventurers, you know? Still, why didn't you say anything sooner? You didn't just forget, did you? About that, should not the path of the Adepti be full of challenges? 'Tis merely a test of your wisdom. Call me the master test taker. Speaking of which, just what's the problem with the soil and water you mentioned before? Grandpa Lou was also sure that this was behind the deteriorating quality of the tea leaves. Yes, you two have seen Chaoying Village. Should the quality and quantity of the tea leaves continue to decline, so will the village, until finally, in the years to come, it degenerates back into what it was millennia before, the desolate mountain forest. I understand what you mean. That's kinda hard to wrap your brain around. Can bad tea really destroy Chaoying Village? It is true. The Lord of Geo would not stand idly by as disaster befell. Were the sky to collapse, the conqueror of demons and other adepti would do their utmost to support it. Should the waters under Yilong Wharf breach the dikes and flood, Liyue Harbor would aid the villagers. But without tea, this stretch of mountains would, or Chaoying Village rather, would lose its very reason to exist in human eyes. That makes sense. When you put it like that, Paimon understands. So, are you two willing to help me correct the imbalance in the water and soil? Very well. Yes, that's excellent. Your willingness is commendable, and one is quite grateful to you both. Now, back to business. When it comes to how to resolve the disharmony in the soil and water, one is indeed well aware of what to do. First, you two must go up against the currents and seek the jade treasures thrown into the waters. In the end, we must perform the ancient Raid Jane rite once more, dispelling the miasma that has settled over the mountains and fields and into the rivers, and restoring the water veins and soil. Okay, got it. But, just how do we do the ritual? Adeptus Fujin? What's wrong? Oh, nothing. As for the ritual, it's still a bit early for that. Well then, we'll see each other later. And she's gone. According to her, we need to go against the current. That just means upstream, right? Hey, that's the same direction as Yilong Wharf. Let's go. Fujin is so pretty. I'm obsessed. Oh? Hello? We're being observed.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me. Yep.
I see that chest over there.
Into this.
Ridiculous.
Illusion shattered!
As a reminder, this stream is sponsored by Genshin Impact. If you use the link that is below the stream on Twitch or in the pinned message on YouTube to download the game, you can support the channel.
Go on. You
Use the
have
code
my
Genshin
approval.
Gift when you start playing to get some freebies.
Yoo-hoo!
Taking a turn for the better.
Shine down!
If you don't already play the game and it looks interesting to you, left of the altar to suppress evil. So, this one. This place is not the place you have to guard. Oh. That was the wrong one. Monsters will be drawn to the area around this stone arch. Okay, so something is missing here. The stench of people. Monsters will be drawn to the area around the stone arch. Ah! Okay. I get it. This is a neat puzzle.
Strike a pose.
Mademoiselle Crabaletta, kill these clowns. That joke will never stop being funny to me.
Illusion shattered!
Shower me with praise.
Oh! Hello!
Let the world collide.
Shine down!
Diffract. Here you are.
Put in some actual effort for that one.
Don't let any of it roll away now.
And there should also be one of these things over here somewhere.
A gigantic ruin guard. How is that cave? It's so huge and heavy. How can we move it aside? That doesn't look like an especially big ruin guard to me. What are you talking about, Paimon? That's a normal-sized ruin guard. So we need its core. Ah. Hello there, do you guys have this ruin guard's core?
Illusion shattered. Ugh.
No. Ah.
Time to shine!
Seems like an emergency. Mind the side effects.
Torn to oblivion.
If I was hiding a ruin guard,
Shine down.
it would probably be in a place with a bunch of other ruin machines. What do you guys think? That sound reasonable? Yeah.
But a momentary
There it is.
distraction.
It looks like something strange fell on the ground. Okay, this one does seem a bit bigger than it should be. Maybe the other one was bigger after all. Very interesting little location here. Apples. Huh. Where'd all these come from? Whoa. Oh no, I triggered something. This was not my intention.
Quicker.
Okay, so I have to solve the puzzle to get that.
Yeah.
40? Whoa. Oh. That's
Here
it?
you go.
That's it? Okay, where was that weird ruin guard? It's down here. We insert this thingamabob into the slot and get this guy out of the way. You insert the charging core into the rusty slot of the rune guard. The stiff machine begins to move.
Let the world collide!
Illusion shattered.
A process of elimination. How bold.
Nice. What's going on? Is it an earthquake?
Strike
Oh
a
no, not good. Someone's coming.
bitter
Someone go
pill to
tell the
swallow.
boss. Pronto. These punks had no
Shine
idea
down.
we'd be coming through here. Who goes there? How did you get in here?
What's it
It's
done?
no good. Run! Huh. What did we stumble into? Now, I did hear that there was an area somewhere in here, like just a chest out in the open world somewhere, that would give you a, the sword you get from Chen the Sharp. Not this one. Not this one. Oh my god, who has it? I think Shinobu has it. Yeah, a dark iron sword. Is this where it is?
Don't let any of it roll away now.
No. Wonder where that dark iron sword is. Great chivalrous hero, please spare my life. I'm not with them. And just who are you? Me? It's a long story. They stole some stuff, and I was asked by my master to register them and return them, that's all. Well, since you drove away all the thieves and my work here is done, I'll just skedaddle for now if you don't mind. A moment. No need. After all, we'll definitely meet again. The strange merchant quickly exits stage left. Ooh, chest. I'll take that.
What you got?
Shower me with praise!
The area inside the cavern is important. Unauthorized personnel are forbidden. Blah, blah, blah. There are too many messages that are passing by too fast for me to read them.
The doctor will see you now.
Pyro monument, huh?
Here you are.
Two pyro monuments. Probably four, actually, based on that. Time to bring... I think we'll use Amber.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Time to bring Amber out briefly. I was like, why are her stats so low? And then I realized Linny has her artifacts. I am gonna be right back, guys. Just one moment. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. I've gotten some achievements, so as long as I'm here, let's pick these up. What are you doing, Ella? Oh, one more second. I think she wants me to open the door so she can get out. Alright. Am I pulling for anyone this patch? Yes, I have been trying to get a Cloud Retainer.
Illusion shattered.
Flicker.
And then second half, I'm probably gonna go for, yeah, I need to go. Okay, so there should be 2 more monuments. Somewhere. Oh yes, this thing that lets you jump. This thing that gives you hops. Oh god, OBS function. There we go. Huh. Well, what's all this?
Shine down.
Jade Incense Cauldron. Use Adeptal energy to resonate with the Jade Cauldron scattered throughout the mountains. Use the Adeptal energy contained within the Jade Cauldrons to briefly light the sensors on the path of the sacred veins. If you can light all the sensors at once, something marvelous might happen. Okay, yes. I got the gist of those ones. I don't think I'm quite understanding what I need to do here.
Illusion shattered.
Okay, well that's not helping me find the things I'm looking for. Aha! Here's one.
The mortal plane. A fleeting dream.
I apologize, Raiden. should be a fourth one somewhere. Where the heck is it?
Here you are.
What? What's the matter? My cat is whining at me. What do you want?
Wait. Huh? No.
Where is this last pyro monument? Oh my god. Oh, there it is.
Time to shine! Go, go, Barret!
There is no escape.
A process of elimination. Flicker. Ch-
There we go. Also gonna put this here so we can get those. Give me those jades. Oh, and this takes me up here. Alright, let's get Baiju back out.
I'll treat your wounds. Mind the side effects.
Give me stuff. Take that.
What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
Truly, truly. Oh my god, what does
Here
she
you are.
want? Interesting. We can make it move. Oh my god, it's an elevator to get up the waterfall. Oh, there's one up there too. Okay, so how's this supposed to work?
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Okay, so that's the way to up. And that is too far away. So I need to go down. Okay, there we go. I get it. Just like a bit of a
Take
delay.
it. Go on. You have my approval.
And here is the wharf. And this is, yeah, this is the part that borders Fontaine. Hello, Buttercup. Welcome, welcome. I hate the way Newt's so bad. Yeah, it's not a fun enemy. It's all of the worst parts of the Golden Wolf Lord and the Ruined Serpent.
Time to get some underwear.
Well, and here we are, Yilong Wharf. Let's have a little stroll. And there's our Fontanian. Though I don't understand it in the least, I still think it's amazing. Just watching her stand there singing, or sing while walking around, or sing while sitting, and then sing while she lifts her hand and slowly lets it fall, all the while ceaselessly singing. I really don't know what kind of magical powers the old lady has, babbling, chanting, singing, and reciting and crying. I haven't got a clue what she's saying, but it's amazing. Little Mao, can you understand? That's just how opera singing is. And weren't there fight scenes later? There was that old dude who could do 88 flips and tricks. Riveting stuff. Yeah, it's great. It's just a shame that I don't understand a thing. A whole bunch of people fighting and jumping all over the place, all super flashy and such. One-on-one, several all fighting each other, 5 or 6 taking turns. It's just almost addictive. Hello? We're looking for a technician from Fontaine. Chief Law and Grandpa Lou said, what name did they give us again? Haute Montagne. Hello, Celeste. Welcome, welcome. Here briefly. Lane is stopping you from 36 starring Abyss. Oh no, it's back in Abyss! It's in Abyss! Ah. Ugh. Yep, sounds like Grandpa Lou sent you alright. Just call me... Okay, so... Haute... It was Haute Montagne, so... Haute Montagne? I'm a researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute. I'm the young master of the Fayun Commerce Guild. Alright, that's quite enough acting. Are you alright? Yep, our young master is... Wait, that's not right. He's the traveler, and Paimon's Paimon. Anyway, it was Grandpa Lou who sent us looking for you. Hello, I'm Little Mao, a friend of Mountain's. Mountain, oh, that's a cute nickname. Yes, that's what... Oh! Yes, that's what my name means. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. It can be a bit hard to pronounce, so I asked Little Mao to just call me that. Well, I'm just gonna call you Mountain too, I think. Really? Quite the interesting pair. How did you two meet? It was quite fortuitous. Last year I went to the mountains in the south for a spell and got lost in the fog. A huge beast the size of a Cal Etienne Louis was glaring at me, and I thought I was done for. But just then, a little kid suddenly shouted at me. I followed the sound through the mist and got out, and was saved. Otherwise, I would have been eaten, just like that, and my family in Fontaine wouldn't even have been able to claim compensation on my account. I know more about what goes on in the mountains than the grown-ups. Is that so? You're amazing, Little Mao. We're here about the tea cauldron in Chaoying Village. Alright, got it. I'll be there in a jiffy. All the shows here are just too good. I ended up watching several, one right after the other, and now my legs have fallen asleep. But I just can't understand a word. What sorts of stories are they telling? It's about how way back when, a huge carp and a monster from the mountains fought. A you kill me, I kill you story. In the end, everyone dies. That's a pretty concise summary. But don't talk about killing and dying so much, Little Mao. If you think about that kind of stuff too often, you might become the villain when you grow up. Since those in Chaoying Village are waiting on me, it's time to go. See you all later. Let's go watch the shows here again when you're about to head back to Fontaine. Somehow I feel Little Mao is not, quite what he appears to be. Okay, now that we've solved the puzzle, we can get back to business. Little Mao, how about you? What are you two going to do? Huh? To be honest, we're not quite sure how to explain it. The water and soil in Chenyu Vale are kinda out of whack, and we need to cure them for everything in Chenyu Vale to get better. I get it. Miss Paimon is trying to say that we need to restore nature. Hey, that's right! You're really amazing, little Mao. You got it right away. Restoring nature, you say. Did someone talk to you about that? That's right. A friend who's always taking care of me told me. She wants to restore nature too. If we restore nature, everything will get better, so I want to help too. She also told me about you two. Oh, so you've seen her too? Huh? You mean my friend? Of course! Silly Miss Paimon. How could we be friends if I'd never seen her? Fair point. That makes things easier. Actually, we want to... Paimon remembers we need to find the jade treasures in the water and then do some rain jade right. But even though we've come upstream, we still haven't found any clues. Ah, I know. Come with me. I'll show you where to look. What? Is it really that easy? Little Mao, your friend wants to restore nature, right? Yeah, she's told me a lot, such as stories from before Chaoying Village became Chaoying Village, how the tea trees came to be, and more. She said that things will get worse and worse in Chenyu Vale if the natural order isn't restored. Oh, looks like we're on the same page then. Little Mao, you just said you knew where we could find leads, right? Yeah, I don't know if it'll help, but when you mentioned jade treasures and rain jade and stuff, I just thought of it. Come with me. Yep, let's go. Going to the big jade gate thing.
Strike a pose!
So cool. Not quite. Here, over here. Whoa, slow down. Watch your step. There's moss on this cliff. It's slippery. Here we are. There's a cavern behind this waterfall. Try not to get soaked. You might catch a cold.
Yoo-hoo!
There's a cavern, huh? It's blocked off. The rocks here seem a little loose. Be careful. Since it's loose, it's breaking apart. Maybe something good is hiding underneath. Now this is what we call adventuring experience. How about you give that adeptal energy a go? Oh, yeah, you're amazing. Heck yes. Come here, lizard. There's more water in here than before. Maybe I'll have to swim in next time.
Take it! Go on. You have my approval.
This is my secret base. You still camp here? You're incredible, but you still need to stay safe. It's fine. My friend will protect me. Whoa. Hang on. This is it. It's the clue I wanted to show you before, right here. What on Tevat is that? It's so covered in moss that Paimon can't make heads or tails of it. The structure of it with the 3 people praying, all facing one direction. That's something we've seen in murals quite a bit, isn't it? Eh? There wasn't any moss the last time I came here. No need to worry, little Mao. It's so humid here that it's no wonder there's moss growing everywhere. There must be a way to clear it away. Gaming is so cute. He's the first character with an eyebrow piercing too. He does? He has the one? I didn't notice. boss came loose. Woohoo! Look, look! It's a scene of ancient people attending a festival and performing a ritual. Pretty different from the festivals we have today, huh? Although the grown-ups in the city and the village all say that the Lord of Geo was the first to arrive in Chenyu Vale, I've heard that the people in the picture actually got here even earlier than he did. People back then used to throw bits of magic jade into the river, and they'd float along until they sank to the bottom. They saw it as a way to guarantee good weather, prevent the river from flooding, and ensure that the soil would be fertile. Based on what we previously discussed, I'm guessing that Chenyu Vale will only be fixed after we've found some jade that was thrown into the river in ancient times. That makes sense, doesn't it? Wow, you're so knowledgeable. Was your friend also the one who told you these stories? These legends are fascinating. Yep, and everyone will be really blessed and live happily ever after and all that. But I much prefer hearing her stories about ancient wars and battles. She told me that the warriors back then were all giants who were over 10 feet tall. The warriors of Chenyu Vale were covered in tattoos, and they had these massive jade axes that could chop a person in half in the blink of an eye. And the Millilith, led by none other than the Lord of Geo himself, were even tougher. They clad themselves in suit of armor that weighed over 1,000 pounds and fought with 100-pound spears. Apparently, everyone was at war back then, so much that Bishui River turned crimson red. Later on, the mountains to the south became full of ghosts from that era. Even now, those who wander through the mountains might still be able to catch their singing on the wind. Ugh. I don't think these stories are meant for kids. Yeah, it sounds terrifying. Mountain's right. You shouldn't dwell on this stuff all the time. There's no way grown-ups would tell us these stories. They always say we're too young to hear them, that they'll turn us rotten and stuff like that. But I'm old enough already. Hearing a story's not going to turn me into a monster. Besides, there aren't many adults still around who know these stories anyway. If my friend hadn't told me, I wouldn't even have known the stories about this picture. Okay, fine then. Guess we'll move on. So, the grown-ups were right to say that those ancient people threw the jade into the river from somewhere high up. But where exactly? And where did all the jade float off to? Well, it must have sunk to the bottom, right? It's not that simple. If it was thrown in somewhere upriver, and even if it sank to the bottom, it would still be pushed downriver by the current, let alone after so many years. Besides, I've never heard talk of any ancient ritual jade being found upriver. Chenyu Vale is a small place, after all. If there had been such rumors, everyone would already know about them. You know so much. You're future scholar material for sure. But what if I don't want to be a scholar? They don't earn much mora, and it sounds like no fun. Then become a traveler, just like us. What could be more fun than adventuring around the world? Seeing as we now know the site of the Rain Jade right, what should we do next? Let's observe how the river flows. If we want to see how the river flows, maybe it would be a good idea to try that tall watchtower over at Yilong Wharf? You're a clever one, Miss Paimon. Of course. I want to take another look around. I want to look around here more. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Ah, yes. Oh, there's a pressure plate here. There's 2 pressure plates here. Can I get you guys to stand on one pressure plate? No, that doesn't work. I was like, why isn't it activating? Oh, Farina's is not actually standing on it. Okay, you come here.
Let's investigate this further. This!
There we go.
Here you are. Don't let any of it roll away now.
Anything else in here worth taking a look at? Doesn't look like it. Nope, Farina, you stay. Albedo, you get out.
Hopefully this won't take long.
Also, take that. And yes, I can do a couple of polls. Coming! Farazan, you are already C6. You have been C6 from the moment you released. You cursed me. Woe, Farazan be upon ye. Oh, that's right, I didn't get these yet. Oh, let's go. Alright, we want Gaming, and we also really want exactly one Noel. We just need one singular Noel. Got Gaming in your first poll. Lucky. Farazan C4 on your Arlecchino savings account. I see. Standard. You got anything for me? I have no clue what my standard pity is. Wow, a Favonius Lance.
Parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Shall we go? Yep, let's go. Alright then. This is a true Genshin Impact moment. Real. And if you want to see if your luck is better than mine, use my sponsored link that is below the stream or in the pinned message on YouTube to download the game. Yeah, the exclamation point Genshin still isn't working last time I checked. Yeah. But yeah, use my link to download the game and see if your luck is better than mine. Support the channel and stuff. Look! From up here, you can clearly see how the water moves faster through those narrows, then slows down again as the river widens out. The Jade must have stopped there. We should find what we're looking for there. Wow, you're such a real whiz kid. Paimon's been wondering, though. What's that massive thing in the distance? That huge thing is the Jade Mouth, a legendary jade ring that an Adeptus threw in the water. It looks so cool. Oh, but the river curves around there, so the current should actually speed up. But the river gradually gets wider there. Yoimiya is so fun to play, even though this is your 4th 50-50 loss in a row. Ugh. Gotta bounce now, have a good stream. Alright, thank you for stopping in, Celeste. You have a good stream as well. You should be getting ready for your stream, yeah? Yeah, so the rapid flow around the bend might have resulted in things being deposited along the convex bank where it widens. Yeah, dueling time? Yeah, I thought so. Good luck with your duels. So there's actually a good chance that the jade is at the bottom of the river somewhere around Jade Mouth. Of course, that's assuming that the course of the river hasn't been artificially altered. Not to mention, there's a fisherman's legend that goes something like jade shall rise from sunken mouth or something like that. Anyway, let's go over and take a look around first. Compared to Little Mao, Paimon feels like she's completely out of her depth. It's because my friend is amazing. Manifesting good gacha luck with this. Good luck. She knows everything there is to know about the mountains, and she's taught me loads too. That's how I've learned so much. Don't worry too much about it, Paimon. Yeah, that's right. Paimon has lots of other strengths. Whatever the case, let's go down and get on a bamboo raft. Ooh, yeah! Jade Mouth, here we come. Oh, that's right. That is a whole mechanic. Bamboo rafts. I totally forgot about that. But they did indeed talk about that being a thing. Look at that bamboo raft. Guess we've got a boat we can take now. Who needs boats? We have Farina.
Shower me with praise!
Hang on. Pelicans. How do I get fish taken from the mouth of a pelican? You want Moon Harbor to be playable and you want him to be buff so bad. That didn't work. Unfortunate. Anyways. Someone coming aboard? Wait, is that Little Mao? Come, I'll take you. Alright, boatman, take us to the Jade Mouth. Alright, Jade Mouth it is. The other two, you're tourists? Haha, well, if you're here for sightseeing, there's not many locals that... You could say that. Mr. Boatman, are there any stories about the Jade Mouth that I haven't heard before? Knowing you and how much you love your stories, kiddo, you must have heard them all by now. Tell me more! It's auto-playing. Alright, then. Well, I've heard it mentioned that the Jade Mouth was left behind by Rex Lapis when he marched through here to save the people of Chenyu Vale, as legend has it that to prevent a naval advance from downstream, the local Adepti... You're making it up as you go again, Gramps. There's no way that Liyue's navy came up this river. I've heard that the Jade Mouth was formed by a piece of jade left behind by a giant carp. In those days, a baddie god tried to redirect the river to drown the Millelith, stationed on both of the banks in Chenyu Vale, but a giant white snake and a giant carp who were her subordinates disobeyed her orders.
something something. She threw the jades she wore here. The jades pinned the river down, and ever since we've had no more floods, and everyone can live peaceful lives on both sides of the river. You might understand a lot, kiddo, but you haven't seen much. Take a closer look. There aren't any crops by this river. See, after it was pinned down by the jades, it's true that the river hasn't flooded, but that's also meant it hasn't been able to provide irrigation for crops. So what was once a wide, gently flowing river is today a narrow, rapid flowing torrent. Instead, such a river leaves no sustenance for the earth on its banks, and of course that also means no people living peaceful lives on both its sides. Paimon gets it now, but did you just say that the Adepti were resisting the Lord of Geo, Little Mao? That's how it was all that time ago. Some people believe that the first lord of all Liyue was Rex Lapis, but in Chenyu Vale we believe that before he came there were other gods and Adepti who protected our ancestors. I've heard Grandpa Lu say that the tea ceremony is actually for the Carp Adeptus who planted our first tea tree. Oh, but aren't these Adepti meant to be the baddies? They were serving under a baddie god after all. In some stories, they're the baddies, while in others, they're the goodies. But it was all such a long time ago, even the grown-ups don't remember much, so they always try to bluff me. Talking about that friend of yours again? How can such supernatural beings be held to our simple codes of right and wrong? As far as we're concerned, all the forces that have ever blessed and protected this land deserve our offerings. There you go again. Alright then, time to get off. We're here. Thanks, Gramps. Jeez, as the river breeze... Such a huge chunk of jade, and even the other pieces on it are massive. Whoever threw it down must have been absolutely titanic. Adepti come in all shapes and sizes. They can be as tall as the clouds, or small enough to hide amidst the pool and leaf. How did the rest of it go again? Anyway, you get the picture. To sum up, Adepti rule. Jeez! His voice is worthy of being a playable character. I mean... It's the same guy. This is Mooncarver's voice actor.
Mondstadt has so many wind
Terrible.
Windblade!
Yes, give Zach another character. Another playable character. Feel proud of yourself. You're almost at 20 pulls in Star Rail for adventuring. Oh, good luck. Okay, I need to drink some water after that. Hold on a sec. Wind, did you not know that Ether and Mooncarver have the same voice actor?
Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Not an adventuring simp, though. One just thinks he's neat. Sure. Well, here's the Jade Mouth. But how are we gonna find all that jade underwater? Ah, so that's how it is. The spring's cries rippled through the vales. The shrines depart from northeast shores. The heights and shallows in the southwest hide. Sun and earth from each other divide. The eternal whirlpool that never churns, the beautiful jade concealed within. What's that little mouse singing about? It sounds pretty complicated. It's one of our local folk songs. I heard an old granny singing it as she was gathering herbs. It means if you look out from the center of the river to the banks on either side, you'll see two stone shrines hidden to the northeast and the southwest. These shrines keep the mighty whirlpool in the center suppressed.
Zach got range. Yeah. He loves, like, saying that, like, in live streams and stuff. He'll be like, oh yeah, hi guys, I'm Zach Aguilar. I'm the voice of Ether in Genshin Impact, and I also voice Mooncover. But, like, he can drop his voice way more than I can. Gaming has the same VA as Kalis. Yeah. I think the wildest one is that Linny and Blade have the same voice actor. They're both Damon Mills. Have a type of character you really like for some reason, and it's the self-damage Pyro Leoa character. That is very specific. 2 shrines. These shrines keep the mighty whirlpool in the center suppressed. Paimon understood that last bit. So all the jade is hidden beneath the whirlpool? Yep, sounds like we're going treasure hunting. Hooray! But the area between the northeast and southwest is huge. After all, in a pretty broad sense, the northeast and southwest of Jademouth can include pretty much the whole world. You're always thinking outside the box, Miss Paimon. But there's no need to worry. I already have an idea of where the shrines will be because, well, my friend told me. Come on, let's roll. I have a question. Does anyone else think a giant maelstrom suddenly appearing here might not be too great? Oh yeah! Won't that mean that boats will no longer be able to sail in and out of Yulong Wharf? Oh, don't worry about that. My friend told me that once we've done what we need to beneath, the whirlpool will disappear completely. Otherwise, how would all the old boatmen carry on making a living? If you had a nickel for every pyro self-damaging Leoa character you liked, you'd have 2, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Wow, so it's not just a smart whirlpool, but a considerate one to boot. Let's get going then. Oh god, I didn't figure out how to do this. Why don't we try using Adeptal Energy? So... Oh! Personally like Hydro Hyper carries. Gaming also doesn't take plunging damage. Oh. First time we've had a character with that ability since Xiao, right? There are so many pine cones here. Well, I guess that settles it. Wow, you're amazing! Even my friend couldn't do anything about the shrines.
Splendid! More
Got that, right?
interesting trinkets for me.
I was about to be like, oh, I just got a ping, what is that? And then I realized, oh, it's Celeste's stream. Huh, look! Is something glowing between the pearls? Huh? Oh, are we going over there? I thought we were gonna have to climb.
A new job.
Shower me with praise! The tattoos!
Excuse me!
Shine down!
Mind the side effects.
Becomes the hunted.
There's no end to this.
Strike a pose! The tattoos!
The hunted.
Someone's interesting. Oh, who dares disturb the tranquility of this place? Turn over your possessions.
Shower me with
Adepti, aren't you treasure hoarders for all this step back here and coming from?
A bitter pill to swallow.
Insolent.
Keep packing Bruno's dust out. I feel like Moon Carver could be the first tall buff Animo unit. Maybe so. Maybe so. Alright, someone's notes. The spring's cries ripple through the vales. It's just the same thing. We have found the two shrines the legend speaks of, and it seems they too are related to our ancestors in the mountains, but the meaning of the folk song mentioned above remains unclear. We don't have a clue what to do here. We're just running around like headless chickens. Everyone got really worked up when they heard our comrades excavating and shipping antiques already made Big Mora. Who knows how much longer we'll have to stick around here. Wow, she really was right about you. Something, something. Come on, have a look. All the pearls have lit up. Where are we going? Oh. Huh. We haven't seen the whirlpool from the song yet. What should we do next? How about giving that adeptal energy of yours a try? How so? Oh. Okay. Whoa. Quick look, the whirlpool's appeared just like the song said. Jump into the whirlpool, huh? Whoa. And just like the legend says, a golden carp. Huh? It's you again, Adeptus Fujin. Fujin?
Take it! Shower me with praise!
Whoa.
We meet again. And who might this be?
Huh? You haven't met before? This is Little Mao. He's helped us so much along the way.
No, we haven't met before. But you must be a good child, Little Mao.
Hello, and yes, that's me. Miss, are you an Adeptus? You are, aren't you?
This is Adeptus Fujin. Thanks for all the help you've given them, Little Mao.
It's really the legendary Fujin, in the flesh! I can't believe this. I've heard so many stories about you. And now, I know that you're not some kind of big slippery carp, but a lady instead, like a big sister. Big carp? Honestly, what kind of stories have you been listening to, Little Mao?
One is indeed an Adeptus, and as such can take forms as one pleases. This particular form seemed like the most approachable one for conversing with humans. From what you've said, you have a very unique scent, Little Mao. Have you met someone in the mountains before? Someone with red eyes and a fair complexion, perhaps?
Not exactly. Big Sis Fujin, you're not talking about one of your other friends, are you? My friend from the mountains doesn't sparkle like you do, but she's also really cool. She's helped me tons and taught me loads.
So it was her after all.
So your friend wasn't Adeptus Fujin after all, huh? But Big Sis Fujin's my friend too now, isn't she?
Of course, Little Mao. I am delighted to have made friends with you.
Way to go, Little Mao. You've now met 2 Adepti.
But I've met more. But I've met more. Woo! Go me, I win. Huh? What? What the heck was that?
Don't worry about him. Anyway, does that mean Little Mao's friend is also an Adeptus?
As for whether Little Mao's friend counts as an Adeptus or not, I'm not quite sure myself. After all, Adeptus is merely a title, and it's hard to say whether Adepti are even people. The word Adeptus is just like any other word, such as hero, villain, or idiot. No one is born an Adeptus, and no one shall remain an Adeptus forever.
Man's bragging to a kid, yeah. That's true. So you've met that friend of Little Mao's that we were talking about, right?
Indeed, but it's been a long, long time since I last saw her. So now, I suspect that I don't know her half as well as Little Mao does. I'm not even sure if I still count her as her friend. According to what Little Mao said, his friend wants to restore nature too. I would imagine so. Anyway, I must ask you all to please take this piece of votive rain jade. I had originally hoped it might remain here, the same as it ever was, but I never expected it to grow quite so large. I used to love it so.
This rain jade that you just mentioned, did it rain down or make it rain or something?
Of course not. After the great changes in our geology, the ancestors of the people of Chenyu Vale lost their ability to communicate with the heavens, and lost the guidance of emissaries whose beauty was pure as moonlight. Henceforth, they began to take jade, which glowed as gently as the light of the moon, and cast it into the river. As they did this, they would pray for good omens, for fertile land, for clement weather, and for their riverbanks to hold strong. Over time, these rituals grew in power, until one day...
Big Sis Fujin? What happened next?
One day, the long war to become the gods who would reign over this world began.
Ah, the Archon War.
Afterward, this tradition lost all of its meaning, but though it was forgotten, its name is still passed down over the generations. To cut a long story short, this piece of votive rain jade before us was the very last one ever to be thrown. Just as the part above the surface, when commanded by an adeptal art, can be made large enough to stop a flood, its core, too, has been swallowed by uncontrolled adeptal energy. Much of its power has dissipated into the surrounding area through the spirit veins. This power may also have affected the nearby flora and fauna, attracting and even making aberrations of them. You must be careful.
What?
As far as I can tell, the adeptal energy that is dissipated nearby should be sufficient to reawaken the hibernating votive rain jade. If this is the case, we're one step closer to achieving our goal of nursing the water and soil back to health. How should I say this? Thank you both. You're doing an amazing thing by choosing to help me, you know? And little Mao, will you help me too? Will you help out your big sis? Of course! I want to restore nature too! Is that so? Well, that's good. You're very smart, little Mao. You'll understand everything later. Alright then, let us go our separate ways for now. Once you've retrieved the adeptal energy-filled votive rain jade, we'll meet again by a deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south. The south? Got it! She's gone and disappeared again. Ah, well, let's just do what Big Sis Fujin said and restore this voting rain jade's power. Votive Paimon. Speaking of which, what's it got to do with voting? See? You're not that much brighter than Paimon. It's votive. Oh, right. It's so complicated. Though, since you just mentioned it, what does votive even mean? And why is it called rain jade again? Exactly, what does it mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I will not lie.
Let's follow that Adeptus instructions and search for scattered adeptal energy. Hello, Hilly Charles. This jar suddenly got bigger. Is this the adeptal energy Fujin was talking about? Monsters, watch out! Another strange phenomenon. Another lump of... Is this also condensed from adeptal energy? Votive equals offering. Ah, I see. There's a Sealy in here. Careful, those Helitrons here too. There are Sealies here too.
Remember, health comes first.
The doctor will see you now. Strike a pose!
A bitter pill to swallow.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Sealies. Sealies, and 3 of them. Miss Paimon, do you guys often play with Sealies? Play together. Yeah. I mean, sure. You could say that. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3. Looks like the Sealies really like you guys. Sure. Yeah, that's
Splendid!
it.
More interesting trinkets for me.
Ah.
We'll be a traveling
Disappear.
Oh no!
and voila!
Oh, come on! There we go.
Splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
That's finally over.
Shine down.
Baiju, come back.
Time for a house call.
Oh, yeah, I should. Never mind. Ah, Paimon's totally drenched. Ah, it's gone.
Mind the side effects.
There is no escape.
Flicker.
Bro, we are going all over the place. Careful, you two, don't catch a cold. Catching a cold isn't the problem here.
A bitter pill to swallow.
See. Shine down.
Scatter! The plan's changed.
There is no escape.
I never knew Adeptal energy could turn into a force before. This is what Big Sis Fujin meant by aberrations? Someone wonders if this is enough
Mind the
Adeptal
side
energy.
effects.
Whoa, so sudden. What? What's so sudden? Look, it's moving! Votive Rain Jade looks totally different now. Looks kinda awesome, really. Paimon can't find the words. Huh. Seems like the jade's starting to move. That's right, but according to the story, the riverbed should have lots of other votive rain jades. Why does Big Sis Fujin only want this one? Look, it's shining, almost as if it's resonating with the Adeptal energy on you. Why don't we try using that power, eh? That should do it. Wow, awesome! It suddenly became small. Yeah, Paimon didn't think it'd just change size like that. Guess that's a millennia-old treasure for you. It's just like you said, little Mao. They could be as tall as the clouds or small enough to hide amidst pool and leaf. Yeah, well, looks like the votive rain jade's in our hands now. You're so reliable. Hey, Paimon worked hard too. Miss Paimon's amazing. So you're going to take us to that deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south now, right? Clouds and mist. I think Chenyu Vale really does have places like that. But where? Tell us, little guide, and Paimon will take you there. Do you remember the place Mountain mentioned? The spot where we met? That place is super foggy, and I know of a secret cavern that leads there. Even the other locals don't know about it. It was my friend who showed me the way, and since you're my friend too, Paimon, I'll tell you all about it. You've got an amazing friend, little Mao. Of course. Well, you're both pretty impressive too. Well, any friend of yours is a friend of ours too. In fact, Paimon hopes we'll meet her on the way. Shall we go? Paimon's gonna take you all to the place you mentioned, little Mao. Take us away, Miss Paimon. Alrighty then, let's go. And I am not gonna lie, my throat is starting to get a bit sore from reading so much. So I think we're gonna do one more wish here. And get absolutely nothing. And start wrapping up. As a reminder, if you are watching on Twitch, scroll down to below the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the pinned message in the chat for a link to download Genshin Impact. If you're watching on YouTube after the fact, the link will also be in the description of the video. Yeah, download the game for free, check it out. Support me, support the channel. Use code GenshinGift to get some in-game freebies. So, thank you all for stopping by.
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate.
I hope to see you all next time.